It's not working. Ruben, good thing you're still here.
Just making sure the light will stay on after I leave. What's going on? Did you find anything?
I found a secret tunnel in the abandoned house. But there were some old missing pieces from a lock on a door down in the tunnel. I think I need them to unlock it. One piece had a skull on it, and the other had a tree. Any ideas?
I won't be of any help, but Mrs. Bird might. She's always finding old, unusual bits and pieces around the island. You should go and ask her. She's probably back in the mansion.
Will do. Thanks. I could ask if they've seen Mrs. Bird. Has either of you seen Mrs. Bird around?
Not me.
She's been dusting the club room, I think.
Great. Thanks. Mrs. B, we need to talk.
Have you found something on Portia?
Well, I did find pictures of myself on her laptop.
Oh my. Why on earth is she collecting those?
Ruben said she tends to take extra precautions when it comes to his safety.
Portia is a bit of a control freak, sure, but her paranoia is troubling. Is that why you came to see me?
Not exactly. Do you know about the abandoned tunnels on Esperanza?
Tunnels? This is the first I've heard of them.
It seems like someone must have taken precautions to keep it safely hidden.
What exactly do you mean, dear?
Take a look at this photo, Mrs. Bird. Do these shapes look familiar?
Actually, they do. Where was this photo taken?
At the end of that abandoned tunnel. I believe these shapes may unlock the door there.
May I have a closer look?
Of course.
I think I remember now. Ruben built this mansion on some dilapidated ruins from centuries ago. When I first arrived in Esperanza, there was still a few antique pieces left behind.
Did you move to Esperanza long ago?
Oh, heavens. I can barely remember. Must be a decade by now. In any case, your photo reminds me of a few antiques I found before. We donated most of them to museums, but kept a few as decorations for the mansion.
Really? Where are they now?
If my memory serves me right, I put them in the cave and forest suites. One was Freddy's room, and Janet staying in the forest suite in the garden.
Any chance you have a spare key?
Afraid not, dear. You'll have to find Janet and ask her.
Okay. I hope the antiques are still in those rooms.
Care to join me for a snack, partner?
Actually, I need to speak to Janet. Have you seen her?
Why? You two planning something?
She could really help me with the lead right now. That's all.
Throw me a bone here, Carla. Nobody's telling me anything.
Please, just tell me if you've seen her.
Yeah, she's out in the garden.
Thanks. I could search Freddy's room first, or go talk to Janet. Janet. Could you let me into your room for a minute?
Oh, I'd love to let myself in too, but the damn key is missing.
Could someone have stolen your key?
You don't mean whoever's been murdering people? Oh, God.
When was the last time you had the key?
I definitely had it earlier this morning when I was in the wine cellar.
What were you doing in the wine cellar?
Isn't it obvious? With everything that's been going on lately, hold on. Why do you need to get into my room?
Honestly, there's an important piece with a tree on it I need to find there.
Right. Well, that's not happening without a key.
Why don't I double-check the wine cellar? A second pair of eyes always helps.
That'd be great, Carla. I'll take another look near my suite.
It sure looks... That's the key! I should tell Janet the good news. I found the key to your forest suite, Janet.
That's a relief. Be my guest and unlock the door then. It's the one behind me?
Your suite is fantastic.
It has a calming effect, doesn't it?
Janet, is this yours?
This thing? I've never seen it before, Carla.
I'm sure whoever attacked the Admiral was wearing this.
What?
I found the same fabric at the crime scene. Clearly, it was ripped out of this coat.
No. I'll prove it's not mine. See? I can barely move in this. The coat isn't mine, Carla.
Any idea how it ended up in your room?
How should I know? I've been locked out of my room all day?
Has Jax been in your room recently?
Yeah, but I would have noticed that trench coat. Are you really blaming Jax?
Actually, we're trying to work as a team now.
Well, that's great, I guess. I wish he'd mentioned that to me.
Okay, well, we won't solve this in a second. I'll figure out whose coat this is later. I'd better grab a photo of the coat.
Right then. The tree piece you came here for? Do you know where it is?
No idea, but it should be somewhere in here. I'll look around. Something is missing here. Found it! I'll be out of your hair now.
Carla, before you go, tell me you believe that coat isn't mine?
Of course. I doubt you'd leave evidence lying around like this.
That's a weight off my shoulders. Thanks.
Just be careful, Janet, with your key and everything else. I should head to Freddy's room for the other piece.
Miss Page, why am I not surprised to see you here?
What are you doing in Freddy's room?
Simply conducting a thorough search in case we'd missed something. And yourself?
I'm looking for an antique with a skull on it.
An antique with a skull on it. How is that relevant?
Long story short, I've discovered a secret tunnel underneath the ruins. The pieces may help to unlock the door on the far side of it.
A secret tunnel? Does Ruben know of it?
Well, he said that the abandoned house was a good hiding spot, so I went there.
And managed to discover a hidden passage? Unbelievable, Miss Page. Could the tunnel lead us to the sniper rifle?
There's no trace of the gun in the secret tunnel as yet.
But you're still going down that rabbit hole?
That's our only lead right now, and I'm not the giving up type. Do you mind helping me find the skull piece?
Let's give it a try.
Got it! Time to see if these pieces can unlock the door.
I'll keep an eye on everyone else. Be careful down there, Carla.
Always. Now the same for the tree piece. It doesn't seem quite right. Maybe I can rotate them. I think that did it. I can open the door. Finally! I can see what's behind this door. What a cavern! I'd say this used to be a smuggler's hideout. Seems like the perfect place to hide a weapon. I should look around. How many years... Is that a rope? Was someone down here before? It's too dark in there. I need some light. With a bit of glue, I could make the poster stick.
need to break it somehow.
Stop! Who are you?
Carla, wake up. Are you okay? You had me scared to death there, Carla.
I'm alive, but my vision is a bit blurry. I think I took a hard fall.
What happened here, Ms. Page?
While I was looking around, I saw a dark figure watching me from the cave opening above. I decided to go after them, and then everything went black. The next thing I see is you too. How long was I out for?
It had been a few hours since you told me you were going to investigate the tunnel you found, and you weren't back yet.
Sam had a bad feeling about it. So he came to me, and we decided to go look for you.
The dark figure you mentioned, did you see their face? I believe they could have been our culprit.
I didn't, unfortunately. The last thing I remember is climbing that rope and hitting the ground.
Did the rope just snap?
It seemed like that person was carrying a knife, so they might have cut the rope.
If that's the case, finding that knife could lead us to the culprit.
Let's inspect the rope so we know for certain. It's right over there. This looks like the end of the rope, not where it snapped. Who was up there before? Who was up? This looks like... Oh, looks like the rope was actually cut. I need to take a photo of it. It's a clean cut. Someone definitely wanted me to fall to my death, or at least get seriously injured.
If I was the culprit and someone was breathing down my neck, I'd try to get rid of them too. Maybe you found something they didn't want you to find.
I'm not sure. There's no sniper rifle here, but I did find this bullet.
A bullet. Let me have a look. This is definitely a round from a sniper rifle. It looks too modern to be part of the old wreckage.
Where does that lead us, Samuel?
Depending on the rifle, it could have been fired from any distance, but there isn't time to comb the entire island. We need to narrow down our search. Perhaps this cavern holds more clues.
Yeah, let's take another look around.
Carla, you shouldn't. You've just suffered a head trauma. I'd like Catherine to examine you.
I probably should go see Dr. Cat. I do feel a bit dizzy.
Thank you. I'll text Catherine to meet you in the dining hall. Samuel and I will get on the culprit's trail ourselves. You've helped a great deal already.
Well, I'd better get going back to the mansion. Bit dizzy, but nothing I can't handle.
Carla, are you okay? Ruben texted me saying there was an emergency.
I fell from a height and hit the ground pretty hard. My head's still spinning, actually.
Oh dear, you might have a concussion. I definitely need to examine you. The only problem is I can't find my pen light. I must have left it somewhere around here when I was looking after Q. I know you're not feeling your best right now, but maybe you could help me look for it?
Of course.
Thank you. Just don't overexert yourself, Carla.
Found it.
Great. Pass it over and we can start the examination. The nervous system doesn't seem to be damaged.
That's a relief.
How dare you! What's all that ruckus?
Stop lying. I know you love him, Portia.
Look who's shown their teeth. No wonder Ruben never replied to your desperate letter. You little rat!
Should we interfere?
I can't just stand by and let that escalate. Please, break it up, you two.
Mind your own damn business.
Carla, it's not what you think.
Well, I definitely saw you slap Portia.
She got what she deserved. I won't let her disrespect me anymore.
Respect is earned, not given. And Janet's just an irrational child making stupid decisions.
Portia, would you just shut up, please? You're not helping.
And here I was thinking you were on my side.
Can someone just explain how this started?
Jax found a scrapbook in her room full of photos of Ruben and his schedule.
Aha! So it's Traynor who's been snooping around.
What's so weird about the schedule, Janet? Portia is Ruben's assistant.
There are detailed notes on Ruben's toothbrushing habits and other disturbing stuff. What if Ruben didn't follow this control freak schedule? God knows what she'd do.
Portia, that's not a healthy attachment.
Oh, you think you understand me and Ruben? At least I haven't been feeding my boyfriend false hope.
Leave Jax out of this.
Hey! We can't keep going at each other's throats.
Oh, please. The two of you are obviously ganging up on me. Don't expect my support in the future either, Carla. I'm done.
I would appreciate it if you would give me some space too.
Sure. I need to get back to Dr. Cat anyway.
Carla, Kat was just reassuring me about your health. What was that commotion in the foyer?
Just a misunderstanding between Portia and Janet. Nothing to worry about, Ruben.
Oh, is that all there is to the story?
Absolutely. Did you find anything else in the cavern?
We've figured out where your dark figure might have escaped to.
That hole in the wall. must lead to the secluded beach, not too far from the docks.
Oh, I haven't searched the beaches yet. What's out there?
Flotsam jetsam. Sometimes Q finds a stranded ocean creature to help.
So the tide might have washed away any evidence, too.
What are we expecting to find there, anyway?
Anything that could help us identify the culprit.
That's wishful thinking, to say the least.
Why don't we head down and find out?
Sure. Meet us at the docks, Carla. There. The secluded beach is up ahead.
It's getting late. Soon it'll be too dark to find any clues.
Nah. I think we can search the beach before it gets dark.
The sun sets quickly in this part of the world, Miss Page, and I don't want to risk missing any key evidence.
Agreed. Carla, there should be an LED light in the boathouse. Could you find it, please? In the meantime, I'll head back to the mansion for some batteries.
An LED light. Okay, I'll get it.
And I'll keep watch out here.
I guess.
Sheesh, it actually got dark. Whoa, you were right about it getting dark, Admiral.
It's all about observing and understanding your environment, Miss Page.
We're lucky to have someone with military training on our side.
And a sharp-eyed journalist. Did you find the LED light?
I did.
Great. Pass it to me. I've got the batteries. All right. Let's scour that beach now. Can you see the cave opening?
I think I see a cave opening. Barely. But yes, it's a bit high, but I think it's the same place.
Obviously, nobody could reach it without equipment.
We had some climbing gear stored in the greenhouse, actually.
Right now, we should have a look around here. Maybe we can find something that was left behind by the culprit.
Agreed. Just give me a moment to set up the light. Much better, right? Let's look around to see if we can find anything.
S.W. Samuel Wilkinson?
Did you find something, Carla?
Nope.
This place is a dead end.
Ruben, what's that on your hand?
What the heck?
That rash doesn't look good, Ruben. What is it?
Are you allergic to anything on this island, Ruben?
Yes, but I normally get itchy or burning skin. There are no sensations here.
This doesn't look good. You should ask Dr. Cat to take a look at it.
I agree with Miss Page, and I don't want to see another dead body around here. If anything happens...
I understand your concerns. I'm texting Catherine right now.
So, Admiral, any theories about the culprit's identity?
Well, it sure takes strength to scale those cliffs. I'd say whoever it was had training.
There was a professional athlete among us.
You mean Freddie Wolf? I don't doubt he was involved, but the real killer is still out there.
Right. Moving forward, we should all be extra careful.
It's settled. I'm heading out to see Cat now. Sam, could you check if my climbing gear was used?
Read my mind.
I'd like to hear Dr. Cat's thoughts on the rash, if you don't mind.
Not at all. Come along, Carla.